Back to another episode of
Oil and Gas Carcast.
Carcast.
Today's a little special episode today. We have brought our women in behind the scenes to ask us questions that they had about cars and anything motor related.
Yeah.
And they
It'll
did
be
not
an
want to.
interesting episode for sure.
Yes, this is going to get out of hand, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Would you ladies like to introduce yourselves?
Hi, I'm Ingrid.
Hi.
What is your name? Oh, hi, Lauren.
Welcome to AA, Lauren.
And I need to clarify real quick. We are not the women, we're the queens. So let's start.
I'm a wife.
Exactly, I'm the wife.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
the queen.
Okay.
Anyways.
Roger that.
Yeah. So I've got a couple questions for y'all.
Okay.
Some of them pertain to me and Lauren and y'all's opinions on like our cars and just cars in general. But the first one is about Volkswagen. What's the best car, the worst car, and what cars, VW cars, would you give me and Lauren if you had to?
So
I wouldn't wish that evil upon anybody.
yeah, so the
Okay.
the best Volkswagen, the worst Volkswagen, and what Volkswagen we give
You
to
give
you.
each of us, yeah.
Okay. Trying to think.
Best Volkswagen?
I'm trying to think of a good one. Yeah. Oh, never mind. I got it. The only one I can think of off the top of my head.
The Beetle?
Nope.
Boom,
The
you just said
Volkswagen Phaeton V12.
Oh my gosh, I forgot they
That's
made
a,
that.
That's a lot of V.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was an Audi and Volkswagen collaboration.
Yeah, it was a V12 engine in a
V12.
luxury car.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, very unreliable.
Oh,
They also put that same motor, that V12, into I think they put that into their SUV, whatever that thing was called.
Oh, yeah. The Tiguan or whatever.
No, the bigger one.
Oh.
I don't care.
Yeah, me either. So I guess that's
ugly one.
That's my best one, I guess.
Oh, okay. Well, the worst Volkswagen.
Well, you gotta say best.
yeah, first is best, and then worst.
Okay, well, the only Volkswagen with a redeeming quality is the Beetle, and the only reason for that, I apparently that was the right choice.
The Dune edition.
The Dune edition.
You were gonna say my Beetle, right?
Sure. Ingrid owned a Volkswagen Beetle,
Yeah.
2017 model that I had to do much work on to keep running. But just before we started dating, I remember telling my dad in the car.
Yeah.
We were having this debate about German cars because I had made a comment I shouldn't have to a family member about them buying a Volkswagen.
Yeah.
And he was kind of mad with me. And I said, well, if I'm ever with a woman and she wants to buy a Volkswagen, I'm not letting her. Fast forward to Ingrid and I dating, and she's driving a Volkswagen Beetle. So, but
Yeah.
I will say at least it was fun
Yeah.
to look at, and driving it wasn't the worst.
Yeah.
But
It was okay. It's a commuter.
the Beetle, and maybe you're making me. This hurts. Maybe the Mark IV Golf, like the late '90s,
Oh, I
early 2000s
forgot about
Mark
Golf.
IV Golf. I might be down for that because they're kind of cool in
Okay,
their
I changed
early
my
2000s way.
I changed my answer to the Golf R then. I forgot about the
I don't
Volkswagen
even
Golf.
like the Golf R that much.
Golf R is pretty cool.
Um,
All right, so worst. We're on worst now.
where do you start?
Not too much on VW.
Yeah, I'm thinking the early 60s, maybe earlier than that, Volkswagen Beetle. Because they
The
had
worst?
37 horsepower.
Yeah, I mean they
They
I
look cool.
actually
They
don't-
do look cool.
I don't hate on those
Yeah.
because they served a very specific purpose, and
Yeah.
that was cheap,
Yep.
honest transportation.
Uh-huh.
So that's the only reason that Volkswagen is a thing today.
Yeah,
is
car of the
because
people.
They basically sold the Kias and the Hyundais before Kia and Hyundai ever came out. They
Yeah.
were the original cheap car.
Yep.
And it was a joke back then that if you would just, that was like the punchline to a joke was that if you owned a Volkswagen,
Yeah.
it's just, oh, he's a Volkswagen owner.
Yep.
But they became a hit phenomena and people loved them, and I see why. I mean, I'm a huge fan.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I'm not thinking big brain enough here. The best Volkswagen, in my opinion,
Is the one that Hitler rode in.
no, he didn't have one of those. He had a Mercedes.
No. That they made Volkswagen for it.
He started it.
Yeah, he started. Hitler
But
started.
He wasn't
Volkswagen.
alive to see the one that got made.
He rode in some prototypes.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
But no, anyway, the best Volkswagen, Myers-Manx dune buggy, 1969 custom chassis.
Beetle.
They took a Beetle
And they just
took the body,
raised it.
threw that off, and then put long travel suspension on it, put a fiberglass body shell on it, modified the engine just a little bit, give it a little better exhaust so it actually get up the sand dunes, and then sent that bad boy out to Baja.
So what I'm hearing is it's just not a Beetle anymore.
No. At no point. I mean, that has a Beetle frame and a Beetle motor, but it's a Myers-Manx.
All right, and then what was the last question?
What was the worst? I still haven't figured out the worst one out of all of them.
What
Probably the
get
Passat.
to you?
All right, moving on.
Okay, yeah, moving on.
Yeah.
This is later in the list, but I just want to know already.
Oh no.
The cars that your parents owned, both the best and the worst in your opinion.
Oh,
My
okay.
parents owned.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I'll let you go first.
Well, in my opinion,
You want to do worst first or best first?
Start with worst.
worst. Oh, okay. For both parents or one? Well, I'll do one at a time. My mom probably. She's not gonna like that I say this because she loved this thing. I didn't like it. She had an 07 Jeep Commander, and that thing was a pile.
Not
She
the
loved
Jeeps.
that thing. She loved that thing with her whole heart.
Yeah.
It was a pile.
That is the thing. I've noticed that the people that drive Jeeps love Jeeps.
Oh my gosh. She still drives a Jeep. She drives a Jeep Grand Cherokee and
Yeah.
loves it to death. And that's
Yep.
great. I'm
Yeah.
glad.
Yeah.
I'm so happy.
As long as you like her car, I
that
mean,
she
it's your
likes
car.
because it's, she doesn't care about cars.
Yeah.
It's me and my dad's responsibility to keep them running. And
Yeah.
we're the ones that have to deal with the consequences of
Yeah.
whatever it is. So,
Yep.
but no, the Commander was probably the worst. I think my dad's hard to pick because I've actually liked all of his cars that he's had. He did get significantly less, I would say, more adult cars once I was born.
Yeah.
But I don't know. He had a Jimmy, an S10. It was the Jimmy, the GMC S15 Jimmy. I loved that thing. He didn't like it, but I liked it. I thought it was cool. He had a Ford F-150, which is still driving to this day. He's not driving it, but a coworker of mine he sold it to is still driving it.
Yeah.
He had that thing for 20 years.
So which one was the worst out of all?
I can't pick. I'm
Oh.
trying to fit.
I know that you're not a huge Ford guy, so you can
I'd still that Ford commanded respect. It didn't die. I guess I'll have to by way of comparison. I have to say the Jimmy,
Yeah.
but because it's the one that is the least. I mean, he had some really cool cars before I was born, so
Yeah.
I guess it's the least cool of
Yeah.
the cars.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess I have to say that for worst. What about you? You do your worst.
I don't know. My parents actually had pretty cool cars growing up. I guess. I have no idea. Okay, so my mom recently had, before the car she has now, she had a Dodge. What's the sedan called? Dart. Yeah.
My condolences.
Yeah. The Dodge Dart. And it wasn't even the cool one. It wasn't the Turbo 4.
There is no cool Dart. There is no. Don't defend the Dart.
It was orange.
Okay, at least it was neat colored.
It was a neat color.
But
Yeah. Yeah. So I guess that was just like the most uncool car of all of them.
yeah, that definitely squarely in that. That's
Yep.
not even as cool as a neon.
Nope.
Neons are cooler than that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
so what about your dad?
I don't know. Worst car he had. I am not a big. He had a Lincoln Navigator. He really likes Lincoln. Not a big fan of Lincoln.
I don't blame you. I was a big fan of the Lincoln Navigator in like 2004 when I was
That
like
was what it
9.
was. It was like a 2006.
When I
something
was
like that.
9, I thought it
Yeah.
was cool.
Yeah.
Now I would never own one.
Nope,
But
I agree.
I think they were a product of their time. So yeah.
All right.
Best car for my dad, that's easy.
Yeah.
his 1973 Nova drag car.
Yeah.
That is the coolest car I've ever. I mean, that's what got me started in drag racing.
Yeah.
His building that car, it was his first car. He built it up from the ground up.
Yeah.
That car, he went racing with it.
Yeah.
He blew the motor on it shortly before I was born.
Yeah.
I was like, I think my mom was pregnant with me when it happened,
Yeah.
and they were kind of like, well, we don't want to spend the money to
Yeah.
rebuild this car. It was pretty whooped at that point. It had been abused. It had been
Yeah.
through a lot of racing. It
Yeah.
wasn't quite right, and so they had to end up getting rid of it. But that was probably my favorite for my dad. Now, my mom, it's a tough choice for me because she had two cars that I would absolutely kill for.
Uh-huh.
She had a 1984 Mazda RX-7, first gen,
Oh.
silver,
That's awesome. Okay.
beautiful car.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I would kill for one of those. I'm not
Yeah.
even like the biggest rotary fan, but I would kill for one of those.
Yeah.
And she replaced it with a vehicle I also love, which was a single cab 1989 Chevrolet pickup.
Okay.
And it was blacked out.
Yeah.
If it was the 454 SS, it'd be the coolest one.
Yeah.
It wasn't, but it looked like one.
Yeah,
So that's
yeah.
close enough to me.
Uh-huh.
I mean, so one of those two for my mom. I probably have to say the RX-7
Good.
just because
Correct
it was,
answer.
Because only because the truck was a 4.3.
Yeah.
If
yeah.
it had been an SS 454
yeah,
though,
that's different.
oh
Yeah.
no, that'd have been my
Yeah.
choice every day.
So
But yeah.
my dad is basically the same story as yours. 300 GT VR4 Spider. Built it
Your
up.
car?
Raced it. Yeah, raced it. Had the fastest one in the world at the time. Pretty cool car. I have one now.
Is it not the same one?
It's not the exact same one.
Oh, it's not.
Not the exact same one, no.
Oh, I thought it was the
Yeah.
exact same one.
No, not the exact same one. Same year and everything. but
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, my dad's actually got parted away. I think got scrapped.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
And then my mom, this is just because I was growing up with it. She had a Celica GTS, which is like the worst Celica of all time. But it was cool because I was a kid and like it just looked aggressive. She had like this racing livery on it.
Oh,
I remember
yeah.
it was like the coolest car ever. But now, like now that I'm older, I'm like that thing probably topped out at 140.
Well, I mean, it was
Yeah.
it was a 90s. What, 2000 Celica?
Yeah, 2000. Yeah, like the last gen Celica.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
That look like those cars just look like a Hot Wheel car coming
Yeah.
from the factory.
Exactly. But this had a really cool like race livery on it.
That is pretty wicked.
Yeah, custom
I'll give you
livery.
that
So,
one.
yeah, coolest car.
That definitely. That's a good one.
My next question is, what's like a hot take that people like? What do you think people should stop doing with their cars? That's a hot take.
Stop just leaving them stock and thinking that commands respect.
I gotta.
I mean,
Disagree with you on that one.
Okay, let me back up here. I should say that with exotics. I don't think that just because you've saved up and bought a, Lamborghini Murcielago
Yeah.
means that makes you
The
cool.
coolest person on earth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's a
I got-
coolish car.
I agree with you on
coolish,
that, but I
like,
also agree that there is a certain love for a stock Murcielago.
Yeah. I'm so burnt out on exotics, though.
Yeah.
I guess that's really the problem.
Well, yeah, I wasn't
I'm
even
so-
talking about exotics. I was just talking like
Yeah, I'm thinking
in general.
But like, I just think that like that's kind of the people I'm targeting with that
Yeah.
stock because
They're
they
the people that usually demand the most respect. 'cause
yeah they think that I spent $150,000 or $250,000 on this car and that makes me badass. I'm going to go to car shows and win them. It's
Yeah.
like, okay, buddy, I would much rather see a clapped out Fox body that Cletus down the road has put his heart and soul into this thing.
Yeah, yeah.
It's got, maybe it's only still got the 5.0 in it, but
Yeah.
it's got a cam, it's got headers, and he's trying his dangest to get into the 13s with it.
yeah, yeah.
I would rather see that any day of the week than a Murcielago or even a Ferrari or anything like that. I like some Ferraris, don't get me wrong. I think they're cool, but
So from what I'm hearing, though, it sounds like you hate more the people that just buy it instead of build it in a way.
yeah, I have always been kind of that way because
Yeah.
I've always been, and that's
Yeah, like if you had $100,000, like don't buy a $100,000 car.
No, yeah,
buy a
build it.
$50,000
I mean-
car and build it.
buy a 10 grand car and build it to be a world class SEMA
Yeah,
car.
exactly.
I mean, that's
So-
kind of my thoughts. I think that that's whenever you get the people that really, because I don't think unless it's a miracle.
Yeah.
I don't think there's ever been a perfect car for every person from the factory.
Yeah.
That's why you customize. And so I just think that it's perfect whenever somebody customizes a car and they put their heart and soul into it and it becomes part of them, who they are. You know, I mean, if you, I like leaving some stuff stock, but I'm not going to go show it off. I mean, it's great to have a stock pickup truck to drive to work every day. It's reliable, but I'm not going to go show that off.
Yeah.
But like, if I'm going to go show something off, I want it to represent who I am as a person. And to me, I think if you just show up in like a completely stock exotic that I made a whole bunch of money doing something and I've purchased this car and now I'm taking it to a car show because I think everyone's going to think I'm cool.
Yeah.
I don't think that's, I'm like, okay, whatever, that's boring.
Yeah.
I'm moving on. If I see exotics at a car show, unless I see something
So
that's
it's
like,
just exotics that are stock.
I mean, if you brought up a Hyundai, I'm not even going to look at like a Hyundai Santa Fe.
I know, but for example, last Thursday, I brought my Hyundai Equus. Completely stock.
Aren't those kind of more of a rare car to see, though?
So it's an
It's
exotic.
not really. Yeah, I guess it's not really stock anymore though, because we've done a lot of work to it. But I mean,
But that kind of falls somewhere.
But the suspension, like people on the outside wouldn't tell it it's not on air anymore. It's on
I guess that's
coils.
true. I guess that's true.
Like from the outside, it looks stock.
Yeah. But you don't show up there thinking you're the hottest shit on the planet.
No,
You're just like,
no.
this is what I'm driving today.
Yeah.
I'm having fun.
But I also think it's a cool car. Like it's worth going to a car show with.
I guess so, yeah.
I think it's about attitude. I think if you have a big
Yeah.
ego about it, that's a big issue.
Maybe, yeah. I've been to car shows where I've seen people that really act a fool thinking that they're cool.
Yeah,
and
no,
it's
I agree.
like, and I will even go to the extent of, and this is probably wrong of me, but guys that have bought a built car
Yeah.
and then want to say that it's their, I built this.
Yeah.
Or they want to kind of like, they may not say it, but they just kind of want to glide off of that credit.
Yeah. So
Like-
going off of that though, like I am not very mechanically inclined that much. Like I there's no way I could take apart an engine, put it back together right now. So what if I had my engine sent off, built, and I put it back in the car?
I'm not saying like you get like if you send an engine to a machine shop to have it built. Even professional guys do that.
No,
That's
but like
what
I'm
they do.
saying, like I sent it to a shop for them to build. Like
Yeah, people do that.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like you sent the whole car
yeah,
to a custom shop
Yeah.
in wherever.
Yeah.
And they built the whole car for you and painted the car and put custom wheels on it. Yeah,
Yeah.
you made some choices here and there, but
Yeah.
they just did the whole thing for you.
Uh-huh.
And then it shows up at your door, done.
It's more of a labor thing. At that
yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. It just seems kind of cheeseball to me. 'Cause
Yeah.
it seems like, I don't know. I'm prejudiced against that.
Yeah,
Because
no, I
I'm
get
not afforded those. If I want something, I have to build it.
yeah,
I don't have the money to go out and do stuff like
Uh-huh.
that. And I should not be so prejudiced against this.
Yeah.
But it's always, that's my hot take.
Do you think you would switch if you had the money?
No.
So
I would
like
not.
even like that
working-
Nova that's been sitting there because you don't have the money to fix it right now.
If I got $100,000 and someone was like, "Hey, I'll build that car for you,"
Yeah.
but I had $100,000, I'd say, "No, I'm going to build it with my dad."
What if you had like $1 billion though?
I don't care.
Okay,
I don't
yeah,
care.
you still would want to.
I
yeah.
want to build it because
Yeah.
there's something special about when you put that car together. You
Yeah.
know every bit of that car. Like that drag truck back there looks like crap
Yeah.
to most people.
Yeah.
Most people are probably going to look at that thing and be like, "Oh, it's chalk gray and
Yeah.
it has mismatched wheels and the headlights look funky." And I don't care.
Yeah, you built
and
it.
I built that car.
Yeah.
That was a rusty pile of steel
Yeah.
in a field in the middle of Claremore, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
And then I went and found that thing and bought it and made it into that.
Yeah.
My dad and I did. I
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
discredit him. He was definitely part of it.
Yeah.
I mean, he pushed me to do it.
Yeah.
And I thank him every day for that because
Yeah.
once I did that first build,
Yeah.
it becomes something different. It's not just building a car anymore.
Yeah. No, I agree.
I'm
I agree with you.
emotionally attached to that thing
Yeah.
more than if I had just bought it.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. I'm
I have
definitely in that same
memories
boat.
tied to that car.
But I think there's a lot of cars that I really want to own and drive. So I'd be okay with some of those cars being built by other people, so I could experience it, and then I would sell it after. Like a Celica GT4, I really would love to own one of those cars and drive it, but I don't think it's worth it to me
to restore it.
It's for a year of my time to put in that car, even though I know I'm going to get rid of it.
I'm thinking more along the lines of custom, less restoration.
Yeah.
Because restoration, you're just reverting the car back to stock.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with that. People take care of their cars all the time. That's what you do.
Yeah.
I mean, and people take their cars to dealerships all the time to have stuff replaced. That's what you do. That's fine. I don't care about that. I'm more so concerned about like when people like, I don't know.
Yeah, I think we get your point.
It's an attitude thing, I think. And I'm probably in the wrong.
Yeah.
I probably am, but
no, I think
I'm
you're
a little
right.
bit of a hothead, and I've always been that way about cars because I'm so passionate about them that it really comes off as maybe a little more
Like gatekeeping?
not gatekeeping, because I'll tell everybody and everything I know about cars.
Yeah.
But I'm a little more judgy, I
Yeah.
guess, than I should be.
Yeah.
And I really need to not do that, but that's a different story for a different video.
Yeah.
But
What was the question? I don't think I answered
hot
it yet.
take. It was, what's your automotive hot take?
Oh.
Or wait,
What should people stop doing?
stop
Oh,
doing.
what
Okay.
people stop doing.
Yeah, I got sidetracked. I'm sorry.
I think I personally don't like it when people start up their car and then immediately take off.
oh yeah, that's
I hate that.
terrible on the
It's
motor.
terrible on the car.
Yeah, most people that don't know anything about cars are guilty of that.
Yeah.
That is terrible on an engine.
It is so bad.
And transmission, especially if
Yeah.
if you have an automatic.
Yeah.
Manual doesn't really matter, but if you have an
Yeah.
automatic, that is terrible for
Yeah.
them.
Especially like if it's below 40 degrees outside.
Oh my gosh.
You gotta let that thing warm up, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, even if it's like 90 degrees outside.
You
Even
gotta
if
give it a
it's
second.
yeah, give it like 15 seconds.
I got 30 minutes on my lunch break. I am taking that full
Lunch break's fine because you already.
She said,
the
I got
engine's
30
already
minutes on
warmed
that
up."
lunch break. I'm
Yeah.
taking that 30.
Yeah, but the lunch break's fine because it's already been driven that day. It's already kind of somewhat moved around. Yeah. I meant like overnight sitting 8 hours. Like,
Yeah, that's fair.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's a solid.
You do not need to do that action.
Yep.
You do not need to be doing that.
I overkill
Well,
it.
actually, as a as someone who sells car parts, please continue to do that by all means. I
Yeah.
love selling transmission
Yeah,
parts.
I overkill it. I wake up and I let my car run for 5 minutes before I drive it, which is like probably too much. You probably only need like a minute, but
I
get
mean,
the
I give
AC
them-
going and stuff. So
I give them like 30 seconds usually,
yeah.
unless it's an emergency.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right, next question.
What car, just one car that you can think of, has the worst reputation in your opinion?
Worst reputation?
Yeah.
Like
Is
for
it-
anything or like
Is it-
reliability or
Is it deserved or is it undeserved?
Just in general. Interpret it. how you
worst
will.
reputation?
Well, the Yugo has a horrible reputation. That's a little older. Some people may not know what a Yugo is. A Yugo was a Yugoslavian car, hence Yugo, that they sold here. I think it was a little mix of both on their reputation, but I think that was kind of an undeserved reputation because they had a bad. They had a bad reputation for just being terrible cars.
Yeah.
And just falling apart actively, like as soon as you got them. And I don't doubt that the build quality wasn't great, but I know that a lot of those people, they were a lot like Geo Metros, where they were extremely cheap,
Yeah.
and people look at those as disposable.
Yeah.
Because at that time, I think your average new car price, give or take, was probably like around the $10,000 mark getting there.
Yeah.
And your average used car price was like 5 to 6.
Yeah.
And you could buy a brand new Yugo for like 4.
Yeah.
And so they were dirt cheap at the time, and people beat the ever-loving crap out of them. And they fell apart. And people were like, well, that was a crappy car. It's like you bought the great value brand item,
Yeah.
beat the crap out of it, and then was like, that sucked. It was like, of course it's gonna suck. You beat the crap out of it, and it
Yeah.
wasn't that great to begin with.
Yeah.
I mean, if you actually, the Yugoslavians that actually still have, well, it's now the Czech Republic, I think, but wherever it is now, the people that actually had those cars over there still drive them. they're still going. Just because people took care of them over there. They didn't treat them as disposable crap. So I think that's probably the first car that I think of with the worst reputation. When people, if you say Yugo around most Americans over the age of 30, they're going to wince. They're going to be like,
Yeah.
they all know the Yugo reputation.
Yeah. I think mine's definitely a lot newer reputation than.
Oh, I can think of a lot of new cars that I have terrible reputations, but
Mine
BMW
is
one. That's
the
deserved.
feeling's not the right word, but the idea of how the Nissan Altima drivers are. Like, anytime,
Why are we clapping to this? He's right.
yeah, I have never seen, I wouldn't say never, but 90% of the time when I see Nissan Altima, something on it is damaged.
Yes.
And
It's going 20 miles an hour over the speed limit,
Yes.
cutting through traffic.
yes,
The bumper is gone.
exactly.
It's
That's just
gone.
a Nissan Altima.
It's not even
Yeah.
painted new.
Yeah.
No. It's gone.
Yeah, yeah. The window has like duct tape on it. Like
Window has
it's
duct tape
crazy.
on it.
It is the car you like get if you
Trash
only have
is-
$500.
Trash is actively
Yeah.
flying out of the back seat,
Yeah.
out of the cracked windows
Yes.
that have slid down because the white window regulator's broken.
Yep, exactly. Yep. So Nissan Altima is my.
You
That's
know
my
what's sad
take.
is that because of that,
Yeah.
I now look at the Nissan Altima with new light because I used to look at it being like, man, that's kind of like a crappy car. And I'm a
Yeah.
Nissan guy, and I
Yeah.
was like, that's
Yeah.
kind of a crappy car.
The drivers.
No,
The
they've-
owners.
But they've proven to me that is an absolute tank of a vehicle.
Yeah,
because if it can
that's
put
true.
up with that,
Yeah.
shoot,
Yeah.
I need to get me one of those things.
Yeah. It's always on like 3 of the skinny.
Yeah,
skinny tires.
yeah. They're riding on a pull-apart tire.
Yeah.
Most of them have the pull-apart battery in them too.
Yeah.
Not held down by anything, just
No.
rattling around in there.
Yeah.
It's a 2.5. That
Yeah.
thing is screaming its little butt off.
Yeah. Probably never had an oil change.
No, you don't need that.
All right. What's the next question?
What's something each of you love about a specific car that the other really hates?
Love about a specific car that the other hates. That's going to be difficult because we kind of like a lot of the same stuff and kind of dislike a lot of the same stuff. There's
Yeah.
a few exceptions,
Well,
but
Joe, you're pretty against BMW in general, and then
yeah.
you like BMW.
Yeah.
right?
There's-
So you could start with
But that's
that.
like a brand, though.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, and there is one BMW that I like.
Yeah.
One.
Yeah.
And it's their little, what is it, the M Coupe?
M Coupe and then Roadster.
M
Yeah.
Well,
Roadster.
what's
Yeah.
one of the BMWs you like that he does not like?
The
Any
rest.
of them.
The re-
Yeah, I need you to know when I say there's one BMW I like, there's one BMW that I like. And the
He's
other
lying.
ones,
There's like 3.
Okay.
okay, the 2002 Turbo from
Yes.
1970.
Exactly.
Whatever.
That's the Red Eye.
Okay, yeah, the 2002 Turbo.
And
okay.
and the Z8. The one where the doors go into.
Okay, yeah. I do. Well, I would never own one of those.
Yeah,
but I do
no,
think that's
no.
A,
It is a cool car,
It's a
though.
James Bond car because it was
Yeah.
in a movie.
Yeah.
It was in a James Bond movie.
Yeah.
I think of it as a James Bond car. But
Yeah.
Well, maybe not a specific car, then just anything about cars. You like it, but the other person doesn't.
Okay, I can think of something that I like that you don't like.
what's that?
Air suspension.
Yeah, I hate air suspension.
I love air suspension.
Give me springs.
Yeah, it does have to be a good car, though.
Yeah.
I think brand new air suspension is great. After 100,000 miles, probably not the best idea.
I've just never been impressed with it. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I've ridden
Yeah.
in cars with air suspension. They feel the exact same.
You haven't been in the right car with air suspension.
I've been in some very nice cars with air suspension.
Have you been in an S-Class?
Yes.
And
I've
you-
driven an S-Class.
And you didn't think it was that nice?
No. It felt the same as
Man.
you know what it felt like to me?
What?
Lexus LS 400. You know
Yeah.
what that has?
Yeah.
Regular springs.
And that was a really good suspension. I will say that.
To me,
Yeah.
regular springs, you get all of the benefit if you build it right.
Yes.
I'm not going to say that every
That's why they
car
have, like,
with
the
spring
4 control
suspension's
arms.
more control.
And you don't like that either.
I don't like that, no. But
that's
it
why
did
it was so
ride
smooth.
good. I will
Yeah.
give it that. I don't like that car, but
Yeah.
it rode good. I'll
Yeah.
give it that. But I always, man, I will never, and people get tired of hearing this, and I'm sorry, but I will never not do this. If Buick could take a parts bin car,
Yeah.
the LeSabre,
Yeah.
and make it ride like a cloud,
Yeah.
Why can't any other car brand do that?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm telling you, you can go and y'all can go out and buy a $500 LeSabre right now, and it will ride better than anything you've driven in your life. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah.
You will be surprised. You will get in that bad boy and you'll think, okay, this is a crap wagon.
Yeah.
And you're probably right. I mean,
Yeah.
but it is a tank.
Yeah.
I can say that about the Lincoln Town car.
Yeah, the Lincoln Town Car rode good. Those ride good.
Really nice.
Yeah. They kind of have the same idea where it's just a really soft spring.
Yeah.
Very conventional, robust suspension.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, we're getting off the topic.
Yeah.
But yes, I don't like air ride at all.
And I think air ride can also do the opposite. You can make it super stiff. It can be race oriented with height sensors. It can be a show car because you can slam it. And you can do all of that with press of a button.
I would give it. I like air ride on lowriders.
Yeah.
On lowriders like mini trucks and your car.
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
that air ride.
Yeah, that's more of a sport.
That's
air ride.
that's a show sport thing.
Yeah.
That's a customization thing.
Yeah.
Okay, I give you that. I like that. An air ride on a semi truck is necessary.
Yeah.
Can't use a coil spring because it would just break, so you
Yeah.
have to use an airbag. Okay,
Yeah.
I get it. But like for a luxury car,
Yeah.
no. You can do better with springs.
Haven't been in the right luxury car, I can tell you that.
I drove an S-Class.
Yeah,
You want to
well-
tell me? I mean, I drove that. I drove your
You haven't? No, when I had the Equus, at the very beginning, it drove so smooth.
I
But
mean, I
then-
drove it when
but then
it was
the air went out.
driving pretty good.
Yeah.
It still had all the springs up, and it didn't feel any different than a regular spring to me.
On the Equus?
Yeah.
That's because it was locked. It wasn't getting any more air.
Oh well,
Yeah.
could have showed me.
Broken. All right.
A
Something
feature
that you like that I don't. I can think of one.
What's that? I actually curious.
Carburetors.
Oh yeah, I love carburetors,
I hate
dude.
carburetors.
I love carburetors.
I think it's just because I don't understand them. But
If you understood them,
yeah.
if you actually understood them, you would understand why I
Yeah.
put them on everything.
Yeah.
Because
Or you could just be like, computer, do it.
you have to learn computer speak.
Yeah.
You have to buy software.
Yeah.
You have to have someone teach you, because buying the software is not going to get it for you. You have to buy the software, buy the hardware to do it. You have to buy a license for that vehicle.
Yeah.
Then you have to have someone tell you how to do it, because you don't know how to do it. You're going to look at maps unless you're raised around that. You're not going to be able to look at a map and know what that means.
But newer cars with fuel injection, you could just download it and then download on your car.
Yeah, but someone has
You don't
to
have to
do
understand it.
Someone has to do that for you.
Someone does, yes. But it doesn't have to be you.
But you have to pay that person, right? You
Yeah.
have to do that.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. If I have that drag truck,
Yeah.
let's say I had it fuel injected,
Uh-huh.
I want to swap my cams,
Yeah.
and I've had it tuned.
Uh-huh.
Okay, that's cool. I can swap the cam in an afternoon.
Yeah.
Now I've got to go find I've got to go, this is a Sunday afternoon. I am ready to go racing, or this is a Friday.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go racing.
Yeah.
I've got to find somebody to tune this thing.
Yeah.
Maybe I found somebody. Okay, now I've got to pay them like whatever their hourly rate is to go tune the thing.
Yeah.
Or I have to teach myself how to do it and just
Yeah.
poke with it for 5 hours and maybe ruin my engine. Or don't do any of that.
Yeah.
If I have a carburetor,
Yeah.
chances are I don't even have to do anything
Yeah.
different. Maybe I change the timing.
Yeah.
Maybe Maybe if I really need to, I make a pass and I'm like, seems like it needs a little fuel. I can swap out the jets in about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I can't even get my laptop booted up that fast.
Yeah. I think the biggest thing for me that I don't like carburetors for is, especially on high horsepower cars, anything I would say above 500, you just can't daily it anymore. Like it's either like full or like it idles like crap. Like there's a point in a range where it doesn't run right because it's reaches capabilities. Where a fuel injected car, you can get to like 2,500 horsepower and you can daily it.
There is
Just
more
fine.
versatility. That is probably been the biggest change, because that's why we're seeing all these like 2,500 horsepower street cars now, is
Yeah.
because of fuel injection.
Yeah.
Carbs can't compete with that. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Now, I've got an 800 horsepower drag truck that I can drive to work.
Yeah.
Granted, it is going to get terrible gas mileage. I'm
Yeah.
going to make it there and be empty.
Yeah.
I've done it, but I mean, it'll still do my job, the job for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess you're right. When you're talking about turbo and you start talking about
Yeah.
stuff like that, you start getting into a little more.
Yeah,
finicky
I've
stuff.
just known, I've ridden in a couple carbureted cars that even like the people that own them just don't like to drive them unless they're going like full out because they know it's not running exactly where it needs to be and it can hurt the engine. So,
Yeah.
and that just to me, I'm like, well, what's the point then? Like,
Yeah, well, they're just too scared.
Yeah.
They just need to go out and do
Yeah.
it, and then if it breaks the engine, so be it. You
Yeah.
fix the engine.
well, okay.
My opinion on that
Do
one.
you have more questions or?
I have 2 more. Do you want me
Yeah,
to-
go for it.
Yeah. Or we can make a part 2 or we can stop here. It's been about 40 minutes.
Well, let me just ask this one question.
Okay.
Yeah. What should me and Lauren do with our current cars? If you had to have us do something
Do
with our
with the
So-
current car?
So
Sell
for
it.
context right now, no. For context right now, you have a 2000 model Nissan Quest, and you have a what? 2000. Lauren has a 2008
2008 Honda CRV.
Honda CRV.
Base-
The
base
Quest
model.
is beautiful and perfect in every way.
Okay.
Don't do a dang thing to it. Just enjoy the crap out of it.
Well, it's stock though. We can't appreciate it with stock. Remember?
I didn't say.
I'm just playing with you.
This guy. I'm telling
Yeah.
you.
No, I'm joking.
but enjoy the crap out of that car. Just drive it until the wheels fall off. Don't get rid of it. Maybe decorate it in your own way.
Yeah. I
Get
have
some
plenty of
get some
bumper stickers.
VHS tapes to play on that rear
I
entertainment
have
system.
like 10 bumper stickers that I need you to put on my back window for me.
Lauren, we're doing a turbo swap, but you're keeping the car.
Good.
Yeah, keeping the CRV. We're doing an all-wheel drive swap out of a first gen, and we're doing a turbo swap into it.
All right. It already has the K motor in it.
I'm telling you,
Yeah.
it's a K24. Actually, better yet, do the supercharger.
Yeah.
We're not doing a turbo. Do the supercharger, the K24s
Yeah.
of the CRVs.
Uh-huh.
All the Civic guys that I used to run with,
Yeah.
literally, that's what the motor they would go for because they
Yeah,
had the
the
best
strongest.
compression,
Yeah.
and they were the strongest for superchargers.
Mm-hmm.
And you make 300 horsepower
Yeah.
out of a K engine.
Yep.
So, I mean, I say keep the cars you got unless it's not what you like.
Yeah.
Unless you want something different, then get that.
Because see, I got a car from Japan, but it's like I kind of want.
Yeah, you had a '97 Nissan March that was imported from Japan,
Yeah.
which was really cool.
Yeah.
Still, technically, you have it until we're trading it to you're selling it to someone.
Yeah.
But yeah, if it's just not for you, it's not for you. I mean, that's fine.
All right. I think you should wrap your car. I think that's the only thing you
My
should do.
Nissan?
The Nissan Quest.
Wrap the Quest.
Whatever color you want. I just think anything's better than silver. I'm not a big gray.
I mean,
Well, you
you're-
can do a
that's
better
kinda fair.
silver then.
That's kind of fair. I mean, silver's not my favorite color, but it does look. That silver paint is actually in good shape.
Yeah.
So I'd probably just keep it. But
Now I do like the kind of dark. I don't know if it's super dark, but like the dark red.
Yeah.
Quest.
Yeah.
I like that color.
so
Yeah.
you could wrap it.
Yeah.
You could do that. Or you could give that wrap money
Yeah.
to me, and I could finish my Desert Runner.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah. I think this podcast is over.
What
And
about
then
Lauren?
I think Lauren should sell CRV, but if she really wants to keep it, then
If she has to sell it, what do you think? I mean, it should be really her choice, but what would you recommend for her?
yeah, a nicer SUV.
What would you constitute a nicer SUV?
Porsche Cayenne, a Genesis SUV, a Lexus SUV, just like anything a little nicer than that.
So what I'm hearing is Oldsmobile Bravada.
Oh yeah, maybe that too.
Yeah, well, you'll love the Bravada.
Yeah, Bravada then. Yeah. Yep.
Hey, that's actually a good car.
Yeah.
Don't
No,
let
I agree.
anyone ever tell you wrong. That
Yeah.
Oldsmobile Bravada is a fantastic
It is
car.
a great car.
What about
Jared
the
has one right
Delta
now.
88? You know I like the Delta 88.
Yeah.
It's there.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Hey, you
But
know what?
if you had to keep
if it
it-
brings you joy,
Yeah.
okay, whatever.
If you had to keep the car though, I guess get the better options in the car. So like the leather interior and the all-wheel drive and stuff like that. The CRV.
Do you not have the table in the back ears?
No, it's a base model.
Where's the
Like
table?
base model.
I have a shelf.
Does it have the place to put the table?
No. I don't have the table that has the wheel on the back. I don't have that one.
Yeah. Yeah. It's the base model.
Unfortunate. That's
Well-
the biggest tragedy I've heard all evening.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
As long as you're happy.
As long as that's what matters. I mean, I shit on people and I shit on the exotics and stuff, but I surely should. As long as you're happy, man, that's what it really boils down to.
Yeah.
I shouldn't shit on people. I mean, that's as long as you're happy, it's what it boils down to.
Yep. Well, that was
a pretty fun little episode there.
Fun episode.
We may have to do a part 2 at some point. That was pretty fun.
Yeah.
But
maybe next time I'll ask even more controversial questions.
Please do.
Sounds good.
Try me.
We'll take it. Maybe Lauren can ask him this time instead of just sitting there in the back.
Eating cookies.
Yeah.
Eating the snacks.
Eating all the cookies.
There's plenty left. Don't not too much on my girl.
All right. Well,
All right.
We'll talk to you later.
You'll see you on the next episode.